Guys, welcome back to my channel. I am in a drive-through line. I'm sitting here. We are safe. I've been wanting to make this video for the longest, and I just haven't had time because I have a lot of kids and work is crazy, and so I haven't really had time to do it. And I'm gonna move this. So I haven't really had time to make this video, but I wanted to talk about my first experience with a loctician. My first retwist today. I'm getting my first retwist with a loctician. So my birthday is coming up. I am over 7 months locked now, and I didn't want to twist my hair, and I wanted to get some styles done that I can't do myself. So I am here today in Texas at a loctician. I'm about to walk in. This will be my first time doing something like this. I've maintained my locks the whole time from the beginning. So here's how they're looking, really fuzzy. I'm gonna start by saying she was like super nice. Like there was nothing wrong with how she was as a person. So just to get there out there first, she was really nice to me. So the whole story was I wanted to get my hair done professionally for my birthday because I wanted a design, and I don't know how to do that. I have been maintaining my locks from the beginning. And so I was like, okay, I need someone that's going to be open late because I work and I can't take a day off for this. Everyone is like, oh, you have to be here by this time. And I'm like, I can't. The only way I could do that is if I take the day off, which I couldn't do. I find these locticians in Dallas, Texas area, like a page, and I'm like, okay, I've been maintaining my locks. I can only meet at this time, and I'm only going if you wear a mask, because if you know me at all, you know that's not something I'm playing about. And so she's like, yeah, I got you. She posts pictures of her work, and I'm like, okay, cool. So we make the appointment. It's late. So I started out by telling her how sensitive my skin is, because it is. I was like, I'm as minimal as possible. I do not put oils directly on my scalp. That's how I keep my scalp clear. And like I don't put stuff on my scalp. So to start, she told me she was going to use something to twist my hair that didn't have as much hold as what she usually does, so I wouldn't break out. And I'm fine with that because I use aloe vera gel. It's super light. Like, I'm not expecting to get like a super tight styling. But since it was going to be styled anyway, I'm like, well, that'll hold it in place or whatever. Now, I could be wrong because I've never gone to a loctician before, so y'all are free to check me in the comments. But here's how it went. So she takes me to wash my hair. She puts a ton of conditioner. And I've been minimal this whole time. I didn't say anything. I just let it go. I'm like, okay, cool. It's just one time. I don't use conditioner anyway, so I doubt I'll get buildup from this. Cool. She goes and twists my hair. I personally didn't feel like I needed to tell her which direction I twist my locks because you can see it. So, yeah, like you can see the direction in which I twist my locks because you can see it. Like it's like formed that way. So I'm just chilling. She's twisting my hair, blah blah blah. We start talking about my scalp conditions and all that. Moving on. She puts me under the dryer. She's like, oh, well, I know your hair is sensitive, which I get. She was trying to like attune to my needs or whatever. So she put the air cool, which, okay, that's fine, as long as it dries. So it went off in like, I'm not kidding, like 15 minutes. And I'm like, this couldn't be it. Like, my hair is still dripping. So I turned it back on. She was working on someone else. So I'm just like, that's cool. So eventually the other guy she's working on, she twists his hair. She comes and gets me. And she's like, man, I was wondering where you were. You never came. I was like, well, I just assumed to turn it back on because my hair still right now is soaking wet. And so she's like, so what style did you want? And I'm thinking to myself, are they supposed to style while it's wet? And then let's backtrack to the fact that while I'm under the dryer, which I forgot to say, she twisted all my hair the wrong direction. When my hair was clearly twisted this way. And to add insult to injury, one of my locks was really thick. Like, so some of them, they'll like come apart at the root, and then it's just the end. Really, I only have this problem on the back row, which has improved since then. It's been almost over a month and a half since my birthday, almost 2. And so she had separated it and created a whole new lock, like a 2-strand twist, and twisted the way that my other locks were. So she knew that it needed to go this way. So I have one lock going this way, the one she broke apart and created, and then I have all my original locks, who were also supposed to be twisted that way, now twisted in the wrong direction. So let's get back on track. My hair's soaking wet. What style did you want? I'm like, you know what? You can be creative. I want something simple. Again, I take responsibility. Was this my fault? I actually didn't have a problem. And so I was like, you know what? She's like, well, do you want it back? I'm like, yeah, I want it back. That's fine. You know, I'm not picky on that stuff. I had no issue with what style that she chose because, you know, I didn't mind about that. The problem was, and I'll insert a picture now. She rushed. She did it in all of 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes maybe. It wasn't even proportion on what was at the top and what was at the bottom. So I have this one part sticking out that should be at the top that I had to then go fix. I had to go home and sit under the dryer. I clipped my hair back, sat under the dryer because my hair is soaking wet. So I had to sit back under the dryer so that the rest could dry, because now I'm scared of like mildew, a smell, because I have this big ball of hair at the top because she did a half up, half down, and the inside is just soaked. And I'm under the dryer. I have to pin my hair up where she messed up, and I feel like she knows she messed up because she was kind of rushing me out at the end. And I don't know if she was rushing me because she had to go, but I'm like, you agreed to do my hair late. Like, I asked several times, was this time okay? Still kind of recovering my scalp from like caked up dandruff from the product she did use, which is not her fault at all. I knew that would happen, but I wanted to have a certain style for my birthday, so I knew that potentially could happen or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I was wrong. The style was not executed well. My hair was still soaking wet. And to add insult to injury, she was going to do my hair after me being under the dryer for 15 minutes. So I don't see the point of me even going under the dryer. Just style it while wet, because that's clearly what we're doing here. Y'all, I don't know. So y'all tell me in the comments, am I tripping? Like, is this normal when you go to a loctician? Because I really don't know. Do they really not dry your hair? Like, I guess for time and multiple clients, they do your hair while wet.